Self-made man, design myself. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We're just getting started. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We're just trying to get everything lit. Would like to sing with us. Grinding on my life. Sacrifice. Hustle for the price. Got to roll the dice. I've been grinding on my life. All my life. I've been grinding on my life. Sacrifice. Hustle pay the price. One slice. Got to roll the dice. What is up? What's up? What's up, Keys? I tried to post a video, man, and I don't know what happened, but it's still in the void somewhere. It is still in the void somewhere. So after 30 minutes of waiting or whatever it was, I just was like, well, I guess we're just leaving her down there. Oh, God. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Woo! Oh, hell. We're just getting started here, man. This is, we're making our way out of some crazy energy this past couple days. We're really just trudging through it. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We're just getting started. You ain't missed a goddamn thing. I think we're going to clear some energy, though, because TIK is, I don't know if they're doing updates or what, but the soup is real. The soup is real. So, this is your ear warning. We're gonna cling some bells. Try not to do it too loud, though. That was a good one. That might have been too loud. But it was needed. I ain't heard them that loud in a minute, man. I ain't heard them bells that loud in a minute. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you have survived through the soup. Hope you have survived through the soup that is the collective. Coming up to today. Someone keeps touching my nose and they need to stop. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Green Dragon. Oh, thank you, thank you. Welcome in. Welcome in. My mod's the best, ain't she? She a boss, and she knows it. Glad you're here, glad you're here. We're doing $10 reads today. We got Cash App and we have Venmo. Links are in bio. See if we can't. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. It's much appreciated. Much appreciated. We're gonna pop the collective off here in just a hot second. I'm just waiting for my team to tell me when to go. When to go. Welcome in, welcome in. So I'm gonna be real honest. They just keep talking about a blessing in disguise and the loss of fake family. And they're just talking about, they just keep referencing this tower. And this tower moment is your realization moment. And it has to do a lot with seeing the truths. But they're calling it the universal truths. So it's not just the truths on your perspective. It's the truths as they sit for the universe as a whole. And they're talking about you seeing the truest of truths. Somebody's true intention, somebody's true nature. And they're talking about this having rocked you to your core. And they're calling this your tower moment. But they're saying that right now you're not viewing it as that because you're stuck in the swamp of sadness. It's kind of what they're talking about. You being stuck in the swamp of sadness, but they're actually calling it a blessing in disguise. They're talking about the thing that you're losing is the thing that caused you so much turmoil up until this point, and it's actually the thing that you forged for yourself, this falseness, but you did it with the highest of hopes, but that didn't help you because it wasn't for you. Someone fell in love with a karmic lesson, and I don't necessarily mean that as in a person, but if the shoe fits, make it fit. But they're just talking about it in general. You fell in love with the idea of your lesson and not your lesson. They're talking about you having now seen the truth. You are starting to realize that there's more to this than what you were blinding yourself from. They're talking about keeping your eyes hidden because you were using your physical eyes and not your eye, not your intuition, not your gut. When you felt something was off, it's like they keep saying you gaslit yourself. Like, other people didn't have to gaslight you because you did it for yourself. You told yourself that I'm just crazy, like, this person's really good, or, oh, I'm just this, or they didn't mean to hurt me, or they didn't mean to do it in this way. And it's like you're ignoring all the red flags. And they're saying that now you got to a precipice of this tower, of this realization, where you've seen the universal truths, is what my team is saying. And they're saying that you are shedding the need to love this person or situation. This karmic, supposed to be a learning lesson for you. And they're saying that this is the shedding away of, but they're saying you really need to be kind to yourself during this transition. Because even though you're putting yourself in a swamp of sadness where you think that, of course, this would happen to me again, and, oh my God, why can't the fuck I catch a break? And it's like this around and around again, but all the signs were here, and I could have swore, and blah. And it just takes me back to that message from, like, yesterday or the day before where they were talking about, you know what, it's like that quote, like, from before, like the devil also knows what you want. He also knows your goals. He also knows the same thing, devil, karmic, shadow, lesson, whatever you want to call it. But it's just talking about that they also know what you want, and sometimes your lessons show up disguised as everything you think you want. Welcome in, Megan. Man, how's it going, girl? That your lessons come disguised as everything that you think you want. But if you are truly listening and looking with your eye and not your eyes, and feeling your way through things instead of just fumbling your way through it, trying to save. It's almost like your head's protecting your heart. So your head's making it seem like everything's fine, everything's okay, we're gonna get through this. It's that, no, everything's fine, we're good over here. Kind of like when your voice gets really high because even you know you're lying to you. It's that kind of an energy. And they're just saying that now that you're moving past that, You are coming hard down on yourself mentally. This is something that you are just smacking yourself in the face with. And they're saying that you need to stop. The crumble falling that you feel right now in your tower, your pit of despair, your holy shit, how the fuck didn't I see this? How the whatever, now that it's all hitting you in the face with facts that you can't deny. Welcome, 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 that girl. How's it going? Now that's hitting you in the fucking face with all the facts that you can't motherfucking deny. They're saying that this is when it turns into your blessing. So they're literally talking about this then pivoting. Because then when you've learned it, and if you can accept your lesson, if you can accept it, adopt it, and move forward, that's what's going to drop you on your pathway. They had to shake you out of the tower. Because they're talking about they had to yeet you from the tower. Because the little red flags they were showing you wasn't motherfucking enough. It was not enough to get your ass moving. It was not enough to have you choose you. It was not enough to make you make the hard movements that you need to. Because in being where you were at in this position, with this person, in this place, with this thing, they're talking about this was not a situation where you bled into yourself. This was not a situation where you watered yourself. This was not a situation where you felt your best self. They said every time you turned around, something, yes ma'am it is, every time you turned around, something was telling you how you wasn't shit. And they're saying that for some reason, you started adopting that as fact. And it's not fact at all. Not even close. So they're saying that now that you've had this big shakeup, they had to do it. Because you had to be tossed from the tower because you weren't going to willingly leave. You were not going to willingly leave. So they're saying they had to, and as I say the tower card comes flying out. They had to yeet you from the tower, but they're calling this your rebirth. That's why they're calling it a blessing in disguise. They're calling it a blessing in disguise because this is your death and rebirth. And you need to view it as such. You've learned your lesson. You've come out as the hermit, and you're coming out into being the Hierophant. And they're talking about if you can just keep going. They're saying you need to get up, stand up out of the swamp of sadness. It's not as bad as you think it is. Yeah, there was trickery. Yeah, there was fuckery. Yeah, somebody was doing all the bad shit in the wrong way. And, you know, you tried to put your brave face on, is what I hear. I tried to put my brave face on. I tried to do everything that I could. But Spirit's literally saying, but that's the point. You don't fit in the puzzle because that's not your puzzle. You're a different piece. You go somewhere else. And they're not saying that you don't fit and you're broken. No, they're saying that that's not your goddamn puzzle. You're trying to shove a corner piece in the center of a puzzle that's not yours. They're saying, we're going to push you to move so that you start exploring other fucking puzzles. They want you to find where your piece fits, and they're just telling you that's not right there. There's a lot going on here, but it's all about your growth. They're saying cycles are complete. Cycles have been completed right now. And they're just saying that if you could, for a second, have some faith, show yourself some kindness, and trust and believe, and they're saying in us. So I get this directly being your team, or whatever you call on for guidance. If you can trust and believe in us, then you would see that we're leading you to better things. You don't realize that the place you were at kept you at a certain level. They're like showing me kept you down here. And they're saying that where we're leading you is going to take you up here. But you have to trust us. They're saying that if you follow us, is what they're saying. Like if you follow us, if you follow the signs, if you follow your gut, if you listen to your intuition, if you accept it and keep moving. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. If you accept it and keep moving, you'd be surprised where we take you. That's the energy here. You'd be surprised where we take you. But if you continue to kick and scream the entire way, then we might just leave you where you're at for a little bit. You don't want to be left on the path. You want to follow where you're supposed to go. And they're saying that you don't have to have blind faith, but you have to trust yourself enough to trust your team. So they're asking you to trust them and trust you in turn. And that's the hardest lesson they're saying you're going to have to learn. But they say if you keep, it's like someone with a parent. It's what it feels like. It's almost like they're dragging their toddler through Walmart. You know what I mean? And you start at the back of the store, and they're like, no, I want this. And then your parents like, no, dude, I'm trying to tell you we have food right here. What you said you wanted is actually motherfucking over here. Come here. And there's like, they're dragging you by your arm and you're like, no, I want to be over here. Well, they're only going to put up and they're only going to pull you so far if you're kicking and screaming is the energy that they're literally showing me this picture. Where then the parent doesn't get to the front door, the destination with what you want, but they stop in the middle and they go, okay. And they let you go to throw your temper tantrum in the middle of the journey. And they're just saying that if you continue kicking and screaming in the swamp of sadness, thinking that this is the worst thing that could have happened to you, and cursing yourself, because they're reminding you that words are spells, so be careful what you curse yourself with. And they're just saying that you need to speak and think positively because we're actually leading you to where you want to be. You may not think that's motherfucking where you want to be, but you have to trust us because we know where you want to be. We heard you in your darkest... Oh, ooh, that's kind of creepy. We heard you in your darkest of days, in your darkest of nights, talking to yourself, and we know what you want. So they're asking you to let them guide you there. But if you continue kicking and screaming, they will pause midway and let you realize you want to do you, we'll let you do you. But they say the more you're unwilling to accept not only their help, their trust, their love, whatever, but accept where you should be, who you should be, what you should be, where you should be. They're saying the more you fight that and you don't accept it and enter that flow state in your energy, they're talking about that's when your more lessons begin. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. That's when the more lessons begin. That's when you have to then go around again and learn that lesson that really sucked the first time. And they're okay with allowing you to learn the hard way. They're just saying you've done that 3 or 4 times and you really don't have to do it right now. They're talking about, I wish you would just let me help you, because if that's, because we're all after the same goal here. I want you not to have to learn the hard way is what they're saying. I want you not to have to learn the hard way. But in order to not learn the hard way, you really have to trust where I'm bringing you. But you can only trust me by trusting you. And that's what they're saying. You can only trust me, as in your team, your guides, your whatever, if you trust you. My smoke, which you guys can't see off screen. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. My smoke, which you can't see off screen. When I said that you have a choice to trust yourself, the smoke went from 1 to 2 and it split in 2. And that's showing me 2 decisions. 2 options, 2 pathways. Trusting and moving where you're told to move and going off of your gut, your intuition, your eye, your senses, what you're driven to, your love, your passion, your whatever. Follow your joy, follow your whatever you want to call it. Following your oomph, your nest. Or you fight kicking and screaming and then you're back on the first pathway. And they're just talking about how it would behoove you to trust yourself at least once. Like, somebody's team is going, God damn it, just trust yourself at least once. Fuck. How long you been doing this? Trust your fucking self once. That's literally what they're saying. Because here's the thing, they're really just pointing it out to that you saw this fuck shit. You saw it wasn't it. This was your intuition. You saw it wasn't it. You knew it from the beginning that this wasn't your purpose, this wasn't where you were supposed to be, this wasn't the blending of everything that you have been asking for, but for some reason, somewhere along the line, you paused and was like, I think this might be as good as it gets. And then you motherfucking settled. And Spirit's sitting there going, don't settle. You are worth more. As Any Man of Mine comes on by Shania Twain. If you need any more confirmation, she is the 90s, 80s queen of telling people, mine. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Better walk the line. Exactly. She tells you how it goes down, and they're saying that you can have everything you want, but you have to set it up. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Is Anthony talking to other girls? I'm going to be real honest. I will never pull on Mr. Anthony's energy because he's not in the room to give permission, and that's not energetically good. That's not ethical, so I won't do it. But I appreciate your question, and I know a lot of people do it, but my team won't allow me to do it. They will never allow me to pull on someone's energy that's not there. But we're doing $10 reads today. I can pull on your energy, and if love or union comes up, we can go there in your energy, but I can't extend my hand into Anthony's energy without his permission. But I appreciate you. 100% appreciate you. I swear it sounds like this is meant for me. Oh, girl, take it. Take it. Take it 1,000%. Homie, like, fam, dude, bruh, take it. Because if it resonates, it's truly meant for you, because it just is. That's how it goes. I mean, my goodness. That's funny. As she says, that's how it goes. That was good timing, and I don't care what anybody says. That was good timing. But look at that. Not only is the tower burning, I know it's upside down. Not only is the tower burning, but that's the third death card in 3 decks. 2 tarot, 1 oracle, 3 death card, and they've all been upside down, showing that it's not the death to something, it's the beginning to something else. It's the rebirth to something greater. You just have to change your perspective. And that's what they're asking you to do. Change that perspective up. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We're doing $10 reads today. I got Cash App and I got Venmo. And I got time. I'm not wearing a watch. I don't know why I looked. I got time for a couple of reads. So if you want to pop on the list, pop on now. If you have any collective questions, feel free to fire away and we'll answer collective questions. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the taps. Thank you for all the gifts. It is much, much appreciated. The list is open. We got a couple spots before I gotta pop off here. I don't have much time today. Got a lot going on. But we have Cash App, Venmo if you'd like to get a read. I tell you what, somebody feels on the fence. I'm not sure what you're on the fence about, but somebody really feels on the fence. My smoke is splitting again with choices, options, decisions. There's also like this, I just feel like it's really, really important right now. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. It's really, really important. So I just feel like I have this person, voice that's kind of playing on a little bit of a loop, and it's really important if you're in this room or you're in the background. I just want to let you know that you're not your thoughts. You're not your thoughts. Your thoughts can be a lot of things. Your thoughts can be energetic perceptions of energy that comes in contact with your auric field. It could be a lot of things. It could be just your shadow side. It could be fuck shit. You could be perceiving things outside of yourself. It's an energetic response that your body is triggered by. I know it's really difficult to understand, but your thoughts do not define you. You are your energy in your vessel. You are your soul. You are your light body. You are not your physical thoughts. And somebody in here, whether they're in here or in the background, needed to have that reaffirmed. Somebody is very head heavy, upper Dantian, in their head, unable to make a decision. Kind of, they just keep saying fence sitting on the fence. Oh, I don't know. I just felt that energy slink back. It's okay. I'm not calling you out. That's not what this is. But they're saying that. Oh, they might have left. I just felt that energy slink back. But I'm not calling you out. We all need reminders sometimes, man. I myself need to remind myself sometimes that I'm not my thoughts, and it's okay. You know what I mean? They just are, but they do not define you. Not as a person, not as an energy, and not as a being. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We're doing reads today. I have a couple spots open. We're doing $10 reads. If you want to get on the list, we got Cash App and we have Venmo. Once you donate, just come back in. Let us know you donated. I don't want to miss you. Sometimes it gives me a notification, and sometimes I have to go and check, so I don't want to miss you off the list. So please let us know when you donate. Welcome in. How's it going? I just keep hearing Rocky Waters. rocky waters. But they're talking about like emotional foundations. They're not necessarily talking about your physical foundations. Keys. Oh, that's her screen name. Oh, damn. I thought you put the panty face, and I was like, what are we panting about? Welcome in, welcome in. That's your screen name. I thought my mom was putting panty face. I was like, why are we putting panty face? I don't know what's going on in the chat. Like, welcome in, welcome in. Whew. But someone's in here just got rocky emotional foundations. Like, it's like someone's just holding it together. Like somebody, girl, you, we both saw that. We both saw the panty face and was like, I was about to like scroll through the pin, like, what is happening in the chat? No judge, great screening, but holy shit. But it's literally this feeling of this. I'm gonna call it like, I always like to use that word like core memory because I think it's fun for me, but like it's like this core emotion like deep down, and that tells me it's really deep rooted. So it would have either been in childhood that it was first established, but they're just talking about this excessive need is what they're calling it, to hold it together. And they're just talking about this really, I need to hold it together. And it's almost like it's become a toxic thing for you. Like toxic masking, toxic like where you always need to be on. There's like a no shutdown point, and it's like you've almost kind of adopted, I'm just doing the best I can, and as long as we can do like, but it's to the opposite. Like Spirit's saying you're doing quite well, but you're not allowing yourself or giving yourself a moment to breathe or to take a step back or like literally an off switch. They're saying that you spend so much time being on for everybody that you forget to be on for yourself. So you never turn off the facade for everybody else and get to just be you. And Spirit's just saying that you don't need to do that. You've outgrown the necessity to have that as part of, I think that's me. You think that's you? It might be. If it resonates, I'm going to tell you to take it. Because it was somebody in here and it hit me right about when you came in. I'm not going to front. That is when I started that topic. But there's just somebody in here that's embodying that energy, but really deep in the core. And they're saying it sits really, really deep. They're showing me like belly button, but almost a little lower. So I'm going to assume they're talking root chakra. It's seated really deep in your foundations is what they're talking about. But it's almost like your stability, like you have built it to be what has got you through everything. And they're just saying that it's something that you've actually outgrown, and it actually is no longer serving you doing it that way than it used to. They're saying back in the day. Than it used to back in the day. I see you. I'll check. Thank you so much. Let me check for a sec. But they're saying that it doesn't serve you like it used to. And it's because you've outgrown it and they're asking you to move past it. But they're making me feel like there's this little part of you that doesn't want to let it go. That now it's become a thing that you struggle to release because you become comfortable with it as a mask. You become comfortable with it as a survival technique. Is what they're calling, like a survival technique. This is the one thing, and me and Keys were talking about this the other day, so it's funny that it came full circle. This is the one thing that has made you palpable to the entire world. Is your ability to always be okay, is your ability to always be on, to be the fixer, to be the no worries, no matter what you had going on. You were almost like the, yup, I got it, don't worry, oh, I'm drowning, but I'm fine, we're going to do this. And they're saying that you don't need to actually do that anymore. That you need to stop allowing I got goosebumps. You need to stop allowing yourself to work for others more than you work for yourself. So they're really telling you that you need to kind of pull back and kind of start releasing part of that mask to kill yourself for others. I know that sounds really, really harsh, but they're saying they want you to start pouring into yourself now. And you can release the masks that don't fit you, and they say, fuck everybody else. Like, release the things that don't suit you and the collective that only likes you for what you can do for them. You need to let that go, because that's not where you grow. That's where you stay stuck, is what they're saying. So, Yesina, I'm going to be honest. I won't answer that question. That's more of like that's kind of like a private space to me, and I would only be able to pull on your energy. I wouldn't be able to pull on your husband's energy unless he gave me permission or she gave me permission. But if you just want a general, and if marriage, breakup, love, romance comes in, then that's completely fine. Oh shit, Matt! Holy fuck, bud! How's it going, B? What's up, bro? Hold on. Let me check Cash App, because I know someone donated. All right, am I back? Did my screen come back? So I got one for Green Dragon. Are you still in here? Let me know you're still in here. So I just want to make sure my camera's back on from the depths. WB, we're back. I hope that's we're back. Haha, I have many secrets, Matthew. I have many secrets. I do a lot of things. That sounded super creepy, but that is not the way I meant it. But yeah, I do this. It's one of my abilities. Boop, boop. Yes, I'm here. Perfect. So, it's your choice. Green Dragon. Green, hold on. My smoke is like getting excessive. Green Dragon Eyes 646. All right. Thanks for the follow. Right on, Matt. Thanks. So you have two options, Dragon. I'm just going to call you Dragon for funsies. You have two options. So, I can feel into a specific question or topic, or I can just do a general. Totally up to you. Thank you so much for the follow. Completely up to you. I'm going to tell you what, though. You have me burping already, so your energy must be kind of swirly, huh? How's it going, Violet? So just let me know which one you'd prefer in the chat. Your sacral's out of balance, first off. That's the first thing they just yelled at me. I would really look into something like that. We're not going to get into that on here, though, because that's an extremely private space. So I'm going to no-go that one. But just know that your energy is really swirling. Do you have, before we get started with your read, do you have a problem or sometimes a difficulty in releasing other people's energies that are not yours? And I feel like you have this awareness that they're not yours. Sometimes, but I feel like maybe the people that you're around, do you sometimes feel like you have a difficulty shedding what's not yours? Because this energy that I'm feeling doesn't feel necessarily authentic to you. I'm not sure. I won't pull on Isaac. I'm so sorry. But if we want to pull on you, the list is open. It doesn't feel like your energy, to be honest. It feels like it does pull on you quite a lot, though. And it does linger, is what they're saying, in your vessel. And part of the reason you're having trouble getting rid of it is some of the, I'm not going to call it a blockage, because I don't want you to view it as that, and my ear is ringing, and then I have a death tone in this ear. I don't want you to view it as a blockage, so I'm not going to use that word. But it is a stagnancy. GL, it is a stagnancy in your energy, in the sacral. And they're saying if you could manage to clear that up, it would assist you in being able to clear out energies that weren't. Thank you for the follow. Clear out energies that aren't yours, because it's going to allow that flow. They're saying that some people, so some part of this energy that's not yours, as my light flickers right now, some part of this energy that is not yours actually triggers your shadow. It triggers your shadow side, and when it triggers your shadow side, what is happening is that you claim parts of it to be yours. Thank you for the follow. You claim parts of it to be yours, even if you're doing so subconsciously and unintentionally. And it's extremely important, because part of the swirl that you're feeling sometimes, and I get it to be like a little bit of an uneasy situation at times for you. Thank you for the follow. Part of the swirl is really the fact that it actually is hitting somewhat of an old resonance chord with your body. So it's like it doesn't currently match where you're at right now, but there's a part of this, I'm going to call it leechy energy, that's not yours, that is hitting a resonance in your body that is the old you, is what I'm going to say. The old you. So there's something about this person's energy and the energy that you are surrounded by, as I have goosebumps, that is pulling on you. And they're saying that this is why you feel tired. This is why you feel exhausted energetically. And sometimes you feel exhausted energetically, but you physically, like mentally, aren't tired, is the feeling that they're giving me. And that's why. It's because part of your energy is claiming this, and it's claiming it because it's getting stuck in your vessel, and I don't want to say it has no exit, because that's not the truth, but it's struggling to find an exit because of some blockages with your energetic pathways. It's finding it difficult to exit and be released from your vessel as a whole in your light body. So just know that they want you should always start with your root. I always tell everyone start with the root, but they actually are saying you have quite a lot of stagnancy, and that they're physically showing me a swirling of energy, but not because the chakra is activated, but because it actually has nowhere to go and it's being trapped in that area. It's being trapped in the area. So please look into sacral. And if you ever need help, I'm not plugging a space, but if you ever get stuck, we do have help. We can help you. Check out the blog. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And there are some breath works there. You know, we're going to keep uploading things about energy and pathways, but I'm not plugging. But if you ever get stuck and you need a one question, okay. All right. I just keep hearing it's time to let it go, baby. That's all I keep hearing. It's time to let it go. They're talking about this is the one thing that holds you back, is that you are a very feeling person. You are a very, very feeling person. And they're saying that this is your ability, but it's also your downfall. Because you feel so much is why things get stuck in your residence. Thank you so much. Is why things get stuck in your residence. Excuse me, sorry, I transmute energy, it's gross, but it's okay. And part of this is going to be really difficult for you. But they're calling this your rebirth moment, because before you were bogged down by it, and now you don't have to be anymore. And they're talking about finding your power within, because actually what they're actually saying is that this is actually part of your abilities. Whether you realize it or not, you are one of two things, and you just don't know how to utilize it to your benefit. So you are an empath, and you are a transmuter by nature. And they're saying that while some people may be able to do it a little bit, you do it on a large scale. And this is directly, ooh, goosebumps. And this is directly correlated to why you feel so exhausted, especially when you are around others for a long period of time in a room full of people. And it's almost like you feel like you can't escape sometimes. Nobody physically has to be crowding you, but you feel crowded by people's energy, and everybody's energy affects you. It's talking about everybody's energy affects you. This is your empath. Thank you so much. This is your empath. This is that ability that is so overly stamped on everything. But they're saying that they're saying the beauty of you. This is the beauty of you. I don't know if you have a lady on your team, but there is a feminine talking about the beauty of you. But because you are both an empath and a transmuter, even without your consent, you will be transmuting energy around the world. And I know that sounds really, really silly. And that may sound really, really silly around the world. But no matter where you go, I am a natural transmuter. I'm called to places, and I have no idea why I had to walk somewhere or go somewhere or take a certain route to drive or go a certain place. And then all of a sudden I'm burping and I'm transmuting energy, and I'm like, oh, I bump into somebody who needs help. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. You are that person, but you have not fully accepted yourself as that person. And I'm not sure if you're fully aware that you are that person. So when you're brought somewhere and you're around people, whether you say, yes, I'm game, let's do it, or not, you are being forced into transmutation. You are being forced into it. But they're saying where it's getting you is because you're not, I don't want to say you're not skilled in it, but because you're not trained to do it and you don't know how to utilize it properly so that it doesn't drain you as much. This is where your major problem is. And it's because you haven't reached the flow state. But I'm going to be 100% honest. You can't reach the flow state in somebody else's energy until you've reached it in your energy. And they're talking about the place that you work being very, very, very weighing. Very, very heavy, very, very weighted. And they're saying that you do embody like a care for somebody energy. This very wholesome, wanting to help, very whatever kind of an energy. And they're saying that because you are that with these two massive abilities, you're kind of like a target. I don't know if you realize it, but you're a target for energy that matches you, that exceeds you, and that is below you. And I know that sounds really, really awful because it's not an ego thing. But that is what's happening. You are being inundated and overloaded with energy that's not yours. And because you're a nurse. There you go. And because this is something that is really, really difficult with you, is coming in, and because you're still struggling on a personal level and in your body with only your energy level to clear up your pathways, to let it go, to ground, to do, you work in a psychiatric, exactly. You already know what's up then. And it's one of those things that they're telling you it has to start with you, and it bogs you down. You can't move other people's energies efficiently to where it doesn't weigh and pull on you to the amount that it does, until you can learn to move your energy, until you can learn to release your traumas, your stuck energies, your stagnant pathways, nodes. And they're saying if you can learn your flow state, then you can flow state other people's energies. Now, the number one thing for you is first awareness. So you have the first awareness that other people's energies are draining you. Perfect. They're saying sometimes. Sometimes when it's not yours. And sometimes you do struggle and hold on to it longer than you need to. So they're saying they want you to start with you. The first thing you need to start incorporating is not only energetic boundaries, energetic permission, but energetic callback. Thank you for the follow. So you need to set a boundary before you go into work that I do not give permission for anybody's, thank you, energy to affect or infect my energy in any way, shape, or form. Make it a statement. Make it come from your gut. Tell your team, that's what I want. Then you have to set up your energetic protection, right? Because that's your intention. I want to help, but I don't want to be infected, right? And it's not a bad thing. It does sound shitty, but infection is other people's energies that is not yours affecting you. That's why I call it infection, because it's infecting your energy because you're starting to move and function as though it's yours, and it's not. So you need to set that intention out into your team, into the universe, into God, whatever you choose as your personalness. Do it. The second thing is your protection. You need to start putting your armor on. And I know that sounds bad, and it's not a wall. I want to be very fucking clear. I love you to death and I don't know you. You have enough walls. I don't want you building another wall. This is just energetic protection. So when you wake up in the morning, you're going to put protection on. You can envision yourself putting on light armor. You can envision yourself closing yourself in your wings. You can envision a shield of white light or a bubble, whatever you want to do. But you're only going to have that shield up when you are at work. When you come back, you are to drop the shield immediately. Because we don't want it to become a way of life where you are pushing everything away and you're not accepting a flow state. But when you have the attention that I don't want other people's energies to affect and infect my field, and then you put up, even in your mind, if you do a visualization, a brief energetic field, you put on armor like you're a Roman soldier, you do your wings, whatever you want to do, that's going to be step 2. And then step 3 for you is going to be recall. You don't have to worry about astral right now. They're saying that's not a big hit for you at the moment. Yeah, they're saying you don't have to do that. So you're only going to have to call your energy back when you come home from work. So I don't know. Hey, pretty lady. I don't know if you've ever called your energy back. Not consistently. So I want you to call your energy back in 3s. So the power of 3 is real. I love it. It's a good number. When numerology. Thank you for the rose. There's a lot of great things that go into it. So when you do it, you're going to stand there and you're going to say, I call back. Hold on. I have to say it the way I say it. I call back my energy from every person, place, or thing in this dimension or others that no longer serves my highest good. I say it 3 times. Now, I throw in no longer serves my highest good because I truly believe that I do not know the whole truth. I do not know the whole plan. I do not know whose lives I'm supposed to help by my presence. I don't know what trials I'm supposed to go through for lessons and learning and growth and healing. So I say within my highest good. And I say it because I want my team, divine, God, whatever, universe, I want them to know I don't mean any way that's going to hinder the path I have set out for myself or has been set for me, right? For my soul's growth. So I always say that. I say it 3 times. Now there's a kicker that you're going to add to the end. And you can ad-lib it any way you want. But there's a kicker. I want you to say, I release all energy that's not mine. You're going to say it 3 times too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're going to say it 3 times too. So it's, I call back all energy. I call back my energy from every person, place, or thing in this dimension or others that no longer serves my greatest, highest good. I release all energy that's not mine. You're going to do that 3 times. That's what you have to do. That's going to be your bread and butter. That's going to not only set your intention, you're going to energetically protect your light body at work, and then you're going to do callback and release. So you're putting your armor on before work, you're taking it off after work, and you're doing your callbacks when you arrive back from work. Now, because you drive a car to work, it would behoove you to do your callback before you step into your car. Only because that energy will be carried with you, and my back is cold as fuck. That energy will be following and in your energetic field until you release it, until you get more skilled at it. Thank you for the follow, until you get more skilled at it. Now, because a car is a tightly enclosed space, when you bring in bad energy that's not yours, that hinders you in some way, shape, or form, not always negative, but whatever, into a small space, that thing becomes a mecca for shitty energy. And so as you drive to work, you get more road rage, you get impatient, you feel like you need to be a lead foot, you feel like people are cutting you off and you're like, what the fuck is going on? It's because you're driving around in a little like car that is now embodying all the energy of everybody that's not you. Unless you're saging your car or cleansing your car or something like that, chances are it's going to have that. So you can do your callback like before you step in your car. And then get in your car, take a couple breaths, do your little woo-saw, do your woo-woo dance because you're out of work, and then go home. And if you want, you can do it again. You can call back your energy as much as you want. You can call back your energy so much that every time you leave somebody's room, you're calling back your energy. You can do as much as you want. Doesn't matter. Whatever is going to work for you, but at minimum, because of your job and the chaos that surrounds your job, just in the nature of other people and their problems and their stories and some of them, their victim mentality, their cycles, their karmic, their lessons, their weight of the world energy, that's what you're picking up on. You have something else. Hold on. Just one little tidbit. So, although up until this point, this has seemed like a curse, because of the way it has hindered you thus far in life, they just want you to remember that it's actually not. You are sacred energy at heart. You have a lot of sacred energy flowing through your veins. You have a lot of abilities. And now it's starting to turn them so that they start to work for you. And even though you may not be doing what I do or whatever, you're still a healer by nature because of your energy, right? You embody healer energy. That's why you're a giver. That's why you have a caring heart. That's why you're a nurse and you help people. That's your energy. That's your healingness. So now we have to allow your healingness to flourish without hindering you. You know what I mean? So that's what they really want you to focus on. They want you to focus on your energetic protection, your callback, your shielding, and then really, when you get diving into something, look into your root chakra. Look into your sacral chakra. But I always tell people to start with root. But you just have a lot stored in the sacral right now. And we definitely will not be going into that sensitive topic on live at all, not in a public space. But I hope that helps you. I know that's probably nothing that you were expecting, but I hope that helps you because they seem very satisfied. They seem very satisfied and they seem very eager to help you do that. So it's almost like I feel like this energy, like your team's kind of been waiting. 10:10 on the clock. Oh my God. Yeah, no, 1,000%. I am so thankful that you donated. Like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Much love, much appreciation. How's it going, guys? How's it going? Oh, see, that's what happens. And then, welcome in. Whew. That was very inspirational. Aw, thanks. Hey, girl. How's it going? You, madam, lovely woman, you need to join the website because you're a subscriber, you get 5 points for every month you're a subscriber. And I can't give you points if you don't join the website. And it's free, so it only benefits you because I know you want to do services. So points after a while adds up to money off. Oh my God, no, thank you. Thank you for allowing me, I thank you for allowing me and your energy. Thank you for allowing your team to talk to my team, talk to me. I just love doing this to help people. And that's what I'm always, I think I almost lit my eyebrows on fire. That's what I'm always called to do. So I'm more appreciation to you than anything, honestly. 1,000%. Okay, I don't know if he's still in here. I thought I saw Eric. But, I just wanted to tell you thank you, Eric, if you're still in here. You were like the one person who told me I had a fake account made of me. And if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have known. Because whatever whatever BS person that was blocked me on both of my accounts. So I cannot thank you enough for telling me that. 1,000%. Like, all holds bar. I hope you're still in here because I just want to tell you thank you in person. Like, thank you. Because I don't want any of my followers to ever get scammed. I don't want anybody to ever think I'm going to reach out to you for money and prey on you. Absolutely not. So thank you so much. If you're in here still, I saw you before. Thank you, man. 1,000%. 1,000%. I know it was my mom and dad. Yeah. Well, so yeah, and that's crazy because like the feminine energy on your team, the feminine energy on your team was just so strong. Like it just felt like you had like a pack of feminines. But I think it's because like in my mind, to be a healer, you come from a long line of healers, especially in the way that you are one, naturally in an energy standpoint. I'm sorry, I'm still like transmuting. It really is just, it goes way back in the, like, it goes way back. But it's like, almost like that sense of like old school healers to where it's like they don't need a label of a healer and they don't need the woo woo and all that that goes around a lot of the like new age stuff. It's like you're just a healer because your energy heals, even if you're not intending it to. It just motherfucking does. Like that type of embodiment of like yeah. So thank you. I definitely felt your feminines. I think Dad was hanging in the back, but like way in the back. But your feminines were like right up in center. So list is open. We're doing $10 reads tonight. We got Cash App and we got Venmo. But please, like, come back and let me know if you donate, because I never want to miss you. I never want to miss you guys donating. He's a smart, kind of sexy. I hope you can hear the music and it's not just me, like, popping out to myself, because that'd be weird. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Woo. I don't know how you do it. So for those of you who don't know, we have a website. It's 1,000% free. It'll never fucking cost you money. I would never let it. It's called www.childofbalance.com. Not only can you earn or union or something like that comes up in your read, that's always a the support, the gifts, the everything. Thank you. We come here, we be a service. Don't get scammed. I will never